Hi, this is Mrs. Oakley, and today we're going to look at Unit 3, Lesson 3, adding and subtracting of fractions. Now, these are fractions with like denominators, so it's pretty simple. All right, to do that, first, if there is a mixed number, I want you to change it into an improper fraction, and we'll go over that so you remember. Then add or subtract the numerators. Denominator stays the same. Simplify if necessary. So, looking at number 1, I don't have any mixed numbers, so I'm just going to add across the top. So 3 times 7 is 10. Denominator stays the same. And I can simplify. I can divide both by 10, and I get 1/2. Good job. Again, no mixed numbers in number 2. I'm going to subtract, so I'm going to go 13 minus 1 is 12, and the denominator stays the same. Now I can simplify these both by dividing them by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Okay. All right, now these have mixed numbers. So let's review how to do that. First off, 3 and 1/10. I'm going to take it down here. And I'm going to say 10 times 3 plus 1 equals, and remember, move over the denominator. So you got 10. So 10 times 3 is 30, plus 1 is 31. So I'm going to rewrite this. 31 over 10 minus 7 over 10. Okay, well that is going to equal, 31 minus 7 is going to equal 24 over 10. I can simplify this, and I can take 2 out of each one, divided by 2. That's going to give me 12 over 5. I can simplify it more by saying, I'm going to scoot down here a little bit. I can say 12. Remember, I can make it into a mixed number by dividing. 5 goes into 12 2 times. That gives me 10 with 2 left over. So it's equal to, remember, becomes whole number. This becomes the pieces, and the denominator stays the same. Okay, let's do the next one. This one I have to do for both of them. So I have 1/12. Oops, 12's not. And 5. So we're going to multiply, add. So I'm going to have 12. Okay, 12 times 5 is 60, plus 1 is 61. So I have 61 over 12. I'm not done, right? So I have 1 and 7/12. So 12 times 1 is 12, plus 7 is 19 over 12. I'm going to add it. 61 plus 19 would be 80 over 12. I'm going to simplify it by taking 4, dividing 4 out of each one. Okay, so that will get me, 4 goes into 80 20 times, and it goes in here 3. And then I can easily say 20 divided by 3. Well, I know 3 times 6 is 18. And if I do that, that would give me 2 left over. So remember, 6's, because it's the number on top, whole number. Denominator stays the same, and 2 pieces left over. All right, go ahead and try these 2, and then pause the video, and then come back and see if you got them correct. All right, let's change this into 2 improper fractions. So 8 times, so let's do this, 7, 8. So 8 times 1 plus 7 equals 15 over 8 plus, well, let's get this one. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 3 is 27 over 8. If I add them up, let's see. I'm going to go up here. 27 and 15. Make 12, carry the 1. That gives me 42 over 8. Then I can come down here and I can say 42 divided by 8. 8 goes into 42 5 times, because I know 8 times 5 is 40. So that gives me 2 pieces left over. So this becomes 5 2/8. I could simplify it again by dividing both of these by 2. And I could get 5 1/4. Good job. Okay, let's do the next one. 6 1/4. 4 times 6 is 24 plus 1 is 25 over 4 minus, well, let's find out, 3/4. 2. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11 over 4. If I subtract that, that gets me 14 over 4. I can simplify this down. I could divide them both by 2 and get 7 over 2. And then I could simplify it more by saying 7 divided by 2. 2 goes in there 3 times. That's equal to 6. Subtract. So remember, becomes the big number. Denominator stays the same, and the remainder is the pieces. Great job. All right, let's look at this. I want to do this one, and then you're going to do the next one yourself. Let's read the story problem. First and foremost, looking for key things. One cat weighs, well, here we know one cat weighs this. Another cat weighs, we know it weighs this. Find their combined. Combine means add, so I know I'm going to add. Let's get them into improper fractions. 12, 5, and 9. Okay, so 9 times 12, well, I'm going to do this. That gets me 18, carry the 1, that gives me 108. So I'm going to have 108 plus 5, so 113 over 9 plus, well, let's go down here. We got this, 16 and 7 nines. Let's multiply and add. 16 times 9, well, I know 9 times 6 is 54, carry the 5. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 5 is 14, so I get 114 ninths. So when I add those up, oh, not 114, 144. So when I add those up, 113, 144, add them, because combined means that, I get 257 over 9. Well, I can simplify this, right? I'm going to say 257 divided by 9. 9 goes into 25 just 2 times. That gives me 18. Subtract that, that gives me 7. With 7 left, bringing down. 9 goes into 72 8 times. 8 times 9 is 72. And that gives me a remainder of 5. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that we have 28 pounds and 5/9 pound left over. So the combined weight is 28 and 5/9 pound. Good job. All right, let's read this one together. It rained 2 7/15 inches in April and 3 1/15 inches in May. How many more inches did it rain in May than April? Okay, go ahead and pause this video, think it through, and work it out. But remember, key thing, did this, many more. All right, so you should remember that many more means to subtract. And it says subtract May, so I'm going to do 3 1/15 minus 7 1/15. 2 7/15. There we go. Let me get that right. Okay, gonna again make it an improper fraction. 3 times 15 is 45 plus 1 is 46 over 15. Let's do 2 7/15 over here. 2 times 15 is 30 plus 7 is 37 over 15. If I subtract this, that gives me 9 over 15. I can simplify that by dividing them both by 3, and I get 3 over 5. Good job. All right, that's the end of Unit 3, Lesson 3. I will see you for the next lesson. Go ahead and return to Classcraft and continue on your journey.